Hey everyone, so we chose Comodo and these are some of the features that it includes. There's automatic updates so that you always have your firewall up to date so that you can have maximum protection for your system. There's precise and specific alert systems so that all the warnings will specify the level and the type of the possible threat from each source so that you know which ones you need to take action immediately against. It's really easy to configure. You can just tell the firewall to scan upon installation and then add all the current applications to your safe list. It has a detailed summary screen so that you have easy access to a snapshot of all the current security settings that you have. It's really user-friendly, so you can quickly navigate through all the different parts of the firewall protection without getting lost in all the different pieces. There's thorough security wizards, so that there's a lot of preset security settings so that you can configure it a lot easier, really user-friendly, like the last feature. There's exclusive access to a safe list, so that it has over 2 million known PC-friendly files and apps, and it provides protection through that knowledge of the safe files and apps and lets those run. There's also training mode that lets the firewall automatically create the allow rules, so it minimizes your alerts by learning your trusted program, which is nice because then you don't have as many alerts popping up and getting in the way of your other applications and everything that are up on your screen.
Hi, this is Joel Guthrie, and I'm going to share a couple of the features of Comodo's firewall with you. One thing I really like about it is its application control. It gives us control to go over and see what we trust and what goes in and out of the computer. Another feature that I really like is its sandbox. The sandbox is another part of the computer that is able to be opened up so that we can open up different files, different programs, making sure that they're not viruses or malware, and if they are, that it's contained, just so it doesn't infect the entire computer, and we can just keep control over what's going on. Another feature that I really like is its alerts. It kind of has a learning alert system, so we don't always have to click the yes, we want to do this, no, we don't want to do that. It kind of learns from there. As well as just keeping good in the background, it makes sure that only the applications we want to run is in the background.
Welcome to another quick tutorial about the Comodo firewall program. Now, last time we just talked about the main home screen of the firewall program, but now we're going to go from the tasks. So before we were here at home as before, but now in the tasks there are these several different components that you can look at and basically manage the program. So to start with general tasks, this is all the same as was before. There's a little bit different. There's the view logs, which keeps track of all of the different threats and things that have happened, and you'll notice that there are a few different little events. Mostly, right now I have several defense events, which is just basically, I was doing a couple of scanning and the firewall was up, and simple stuff like that. So if you want to view that, it's great. But then there's also the view connections, and this will show you the connections that you have currently, and basically the traffic that is going out of it. And we'll go ahead and close that. Then there is the firewall tasks, and basically this is just keeping track of what goes in and out of your firewall. So you can allow an application, block an application, you can see what is visible and not, you can manage how your connections work, so in other words, connections from other computers and whatnot. You can stop all network activity, which can be convenient if you just want to see what's going on your network, whether there's anything connecting to it or not. And then there's advanced settings, and we won't jump into any of this as this is just an overview. Then there's the sandbox tasks. This is basically a safe way of running something. If you want to download a program or something that you're not sure what it does, it might be a virus, it might not be, you can run a virtual desktop that basically is completely fake, and if for whatever reason a program that you download is malicious, you can run it in this virtual desktop and it won't do any damage to your computer. The virus will still run, but it won't break anything. It'll only break it'll only break inside of the virtual desktop, the fake desktop. So you can run it, you can reset it, and you can open a shared space. So that's the sandbox. Then in the advanced tasks, we're not going to get too much into it, but it's just basically a nice little place where you can monitor what is exactly going on each time you run Comodo, and there are a couple of other features that we won't delve into today. Lastly, I'd like to just make a quick mention. Comodo is really nice. It allows a nice little box up here. You'll notice that there's a little extra icon that you might not be familiar with. These are all your default browsers, but this right here is the Comodo version of a browser, and basically it's a browser that basically allows for safe downloading, and it makes sure that you don't get into anything too malicious, and it's just a nice little feature. Then there's just some convenience buttons. A lot of people like Twitter and Facebook. So it's just a nice little tag onto your desktop, and it'll even show you incoming or inbound traffic and outbound traffic. And yeah, so it's a nice little feature. I hope that you've enjoyed this video, and we'll see you next time.